Some of you were here at the beginning. People right in front of me. You were here pretty much at the beginning. Some of you in the audience today were not here from the beginning, and you're not that familiar with, well, this looks like a pretty established company to me. You guys must have been doing this for years. Well, so let me give you a little history. It was really about 1 year ago that we were sitting in a small boardroom in an office down off of I-15. It was 150 feet square. And there were 5 co-founders in that room. And there were no windows, there were no desks, there wasn't any other staff. 5 co-founders and myself, small little room, no windows, no desks, and no BMW keys. Inside joke. There was large pieces of butcher paper on the walls. And so what we did was we took out our markers and we began to sketch key core values of what we thought ZRII should be as a company and what would be some of the major objectives of our startup. So on one paper, we had a list of names. They may be familiar to you. Domingo, Daniels, Niederhauser, Chug, Voss. They were the, how about that? So that was an attempt to identify the first field leaders. The names grew a little bit. On July 13th, 14th of last summer, we met here in Salt Lake City at the Hilton. We met for about 48 hours. In that 48 hours, we discussed what a pre-launch would look like, which turned out to be Chicago, and I think a pretty good launch event. My hometown, Chicago is my, should I do this, Shelley, or should I? Then we talked about sometime in the spring of '08, we would have an official launch. Here we are, official launch. And one thing I want to emphasize to you, remember, in Salt Lake City in July of '07, when we finished the meeting, we signed up 26 applications. 26 applications, and that has just grown into thousands of people. You know, I think clearly the laws of attraction have been at work here. The early leaders set their goals, and now you've just got these, here we are, and then you've got so many people that wanted to come that also couldn't come. And now you have new names. You have new leaders in the field. You've got Betcher and Gonzalez and Elam and Lesser and Albrechtsen and Rogers and Kay and Hereford and Bailey and Matei and Duell and Fitzgerald. And they and many, many others are truly passionate about building their business and creating a better life for themselves, their families, and their friends. The trust in the ZRII brand, it's not built in a boardroom, and it's not built in corporate offices. It's built by daily activities, invitations, one-on-one, in-home meetings, 3-way conference calls, good internet messaging and communication, and prosperity meetings. And brick by brick, you folks are engaged every day in the pursuit of better health and better financial security for yourselves, friends, and family. I'd like to reaffirm my commitment that you here today to ZRII. This experience has really, really been very, very exciting for me. I mean, this is really one of the most, I'd say the most exciting, exhilarating, creative, satisfying efforts in my whole business career. And I know some of you, yeah. My wife has said to me, "You have not worked this hard in years." But you know what? And I know so many of you feel that way. This is not hard work. This is fun for me. This is really fun for me. Why is this so much fun for me? I love and have this passion for health and fitness and nutrition. It's been there forever. I think many of you heard me say, When my grandmother was when I was young and my grandmother would say, she'd say, Bill, if you've got your health, you've got everything. And, you know, and I would go, she's kind of rationalizing, right? We don't have that much, so she's making up a, if you will, a rationale. How true, how correct that woman was. If you have your health, it's so important to you. If you're sick, there's not much else you can focus on. You can't do much for yourself. You can't do much for your family. So that passion for me is just there from an early age. Passion in that health, nutrition, and fitness. And then, you know, I discovered later in my career, I went to law school. I'm a lawyer by training. Don't hold it against me. I didn't really learn that much there. So I decided I wanted to be a businessman. I wasn't even sure what a businessman was, but that's what I decided I was going to be. And then I found I really had a great passion for business. And I found out, you know, I could make a buck. I knew how to make a buck. I knew how to invest, and that was fun for me. But it was always a divorce from some of my passion in health and fitness and nutrition from the other business part. So here I am today. I'm combining the passion for health and nutrition and fitness and a better lifestyle for you and for others and our own family. And then I'm also focused on a business which I love doing. I think the business model of network marketing is pretty incredible. But you know, now that I'm over 40, and I realize there are younger people out there than me, and I truly realize that not everyone has gone through the same experiences as me. Not everyone has been to the highest mountains yet. Not everyone has been to the deepest valleys yet. And so one of my passions also these days, when it's asked for, and sometimes when it's not, is to talk to people and talk to individuals and groups and talk about some of my experiences and how they might relate to your future successes or your future issues. And that gives me, you know, also a great sense of, if you will, accomplishment in that I'm really contributing. So I want you to understand, I truly recognize the so important role that you all play at ZRII. And I want you to know you have my passion, my heart, and my sincere gratitude for all that you are doing to make ZRII a billion-dollar global brand. So listen, thank you for joining us this weekend. We truly, as I say, we truly appreciate your support, and I'm going to make one announcement here. I hope everyone hears it. I might even say it twice, so it really gets emblazoned. I think ZRII will be the fastest growing company ever in the history of network marketing to hit $1 billion. And we intend to do that in the next 5 years. $1 billion brand in the next 5 years. I know, that's, you know, when I first said that to myself the other day, I said, wait a minute, that's a pretty bold statement. But I walked in this auditorium a couple of nights ago, and I looked around and I thought to myself, this already looks like $1 billion business. So it's going to be an incredible journey. I want you to fasten your seatbelts. I want you to constantly take deep breaths, just in case we're going a little fast and you start to say on that fast break, idea to take a slow up. And we're off and running. So listen, I am proud to declare today that ZRII is officially launched and open for business. Yes!